What's up, everyone? So of course we're doing some maintenance today. Of course doing some water changes on quarantine, sucking the dirt out of the bottom of the tanks, any excess food. But we moved some fish today and I wanted to take you guys around and show you what I did. And the tanks are looking mighty fine. So for starters, you know I moved all of my black diamond rays out of the stingray pond and into the 2200 over here. So what that did was take all the fish out of our clear water reservoir, and basically they're not in there no more. They're not peeing and pooping, feeding them, and now our tanks are staying ridiculously clear now. I am absolutely loving it. But there was 2 rays that were left in that pond, and I have been trying to catch them. They were smart and they've been hiding underneath the filter. So I finally got them out. One was this girl right here. Everyone seems to love this ray. This is a type of hybrid, and I love her too. She looks pretty amazing if you ask me. And then the other one was this girl. You guys all remember her. This was the one that I thought was pregnant for a long time. Turns out she was just a fat girl, as you can see. But now I have her in this 2200 to where I can easily see the back fat on the rays and notice abnormal bulges. In that pond, it was a little bit harder to see, to where the one I thought was pregnant actually wasn't pregnant, and the one that I didn't even have no inclination with was this girl, and she popped out 4 pups. You guys remember I got rid of 3, and I went ahead and kept this one here. This is a male. He is pretty good looking, if you ask me. He's got super white spots, great patterns all around, and he's getting to be a pretty good size. There goes my hand next to him. But I went ahead and got these girls in here. So now all the stingrays are in the stingray tank over here. Of course, we still have the platinum arrow in there and the iridescent shark. I've been working with this sock filter. So what I'm going to do is my 100 micron socks are plugging way too fast with the amount of waste that these stingrays produce. Right there, that is all stingray poop. They are a heavy bioload fish. So what that means is they produce a lot of waste. Look how bright white her spots are. My God, or him. That's a him. God, I love that. So back to what I was saying, what that means is they produce a lot of poop. Look at that. She just took a crap. The only way to get that out is by filtration. You know, I've got 2 large pumps coming up into here, and it's going through to a 8 sock table. I know there's enough flow through right here. Plus I have this little filter box up on top of the tank. I just cleaned that as well. But my problem is the 100 micron socks are plugging exceptionally quick. So I think I'm going to maybe step down to 200 micron or even 400 micron to be able to basically flush this tank just a little bit more. This is at the end of our system, and any water that gets dripped into this tank. So basically we have that 1/2 inch hose there. We have a 1/2 inch and a 3/8 hose there coming through the dog bone. Both of these come through to the stingray tank here via the sump. It gets pumped up, cycles through, and then any overflow goes to the drain. So basically what this allows me to do, I can test the water on this tank alone. This should be my worst water in the room for 2 reasons. For one, it's at the end of the line, and B, it has a massive bioload in this aquarium with all of these stingrays. So I know if I can keep the nitrates in this tank alone at around 20 or below, the rest of my water is doing fantastic. So that's the only tank that I test here. But I also moved some fish out of quarantine, and we went ahead and moved them out here in the monster pond. So let's go ahead and take a look. We walk out here. You guys know we emptied out that 750. What do you got? You feeding the tortoises? Yeah. Awesome. We got this 750 over here that we cleared out all the baby shat koi. And now I went ahead and put these stingrays in here. You guys remember Reaper had went and picked up a bunch of stingrays on a couple different trips. Well, we put them in this 750 gallon for right now because we are in preparations for something. We have Brian Barczyk and his new public aquarium that will be opening its doors in late summer. So he wants to stock up on some fish. I told him I would hold on to these rays for them because they're going to have an exceptional home. So this tank basically, minus my sturgeon, don't you know, get it twisted. The sturgeon stays with me. But of course we've got the rays in here. I've got something super sweet that Brian's going to love. He already gave me the okay to go ahead and snag them. And he's going to have some exquisite fish as soon as his doors open. He's coming out the door basically swinging. He's going to have some awesome fish, just like your boys up at Ohio Fish Rescue. And of course, I will give him some stuff out of the Monster Pond, the 3,000, maybe the 4,400. We will definitely get Brian right when it comes to stock. So you can see this 500 gallon cube. I went ahead and put that living color coral piece. This coral piece alone was $1,800 brand new. There was a small hole in the back because I imagine one of the big fish smacked it against the wall. So I went ahead and put it in here. It brought some color and contrast to the koi in here. You know, many of you guys are going to hate it. It's a freshwater tank. Why do you have coral in there? Well, I really don't care. I think it looks great. It complements the fish, and the fish are happy. At the end of the day, that's what matters. These are our fancy goldfish that we have. Like we have Ryukins and, you know, the bubble eyes. We've got koi in here, blackmores. These are some blue orandas. And then, of course, we have the shat koi that my dad handpicked the ones that he wanted, and then I picked a few out. I like that orange one right there. That guy is sweet. Wait until he turns on his side. Look at him. He's just cool. Then my favorite one, where's he at? He's small, but he's mighty. That guy right there. Oh, my God. Look at him. I love him. So I think everything looks great in here, and this tank is staying exceptionally clean. I go ahead and I let the algae grow on the sidewalls because you just get a mirror image, or you can see through and see the other tank. I don't really like that. You want to be able to look at this tank like an exhibit. Like you're looking at this Frontosa tank, you don't see into the other tanks. So I'll go ahead and let the algae grow on the sidewalls, and it'll help us maintain and keep the algae off the front window. You guys seen, I don't know if my dad filmed it or I did, or maybe I didn't. We had these things go up over here, and I tested it on this run. It worked wonders. So I went ahead and got a 40-foot ladder right there, put it in the deep end of the pool up in the skylight, and I put that one on to help with the 580 over there. It's taking a lot of direct sunlight directly off of the tank, and all of our water is just staying crystal clear, and I am loving it. So we've got all the rest of the shat koi over here. These guys are ready to go, and we're going to get rid of this whole entire tank. All right, so I know how I told you guys before how lighting can make or break a tank. My dad has this 6-foot, it's an old T5 bulb, but they're actually nice bulbs in here. There's one 10K daylight with a smaller actinic, and we're going to put this on here to see if we can bring out the blue on these Frontosa. Because my dad doesn't like how whitewashed this tank is. I mean, it looks fine, but it's not as great as it once was. So we're going to take these two LED lights off of here, and then we're going to try that 6-foot monster on top of this tank and see how it looks. Okay, so as you can see, we now put the new lights up here. You don't see more of the tarnish. You see less of the particulates in the water. I am going to get another type of mechanical filter on here. And we also redid some of the lighting on the bass tank. They look almost the same, but it made the tanks just a little bit better. So my dad's a little happier. That's fine. What's up, guys? So I want to talk to you guys a little bit about a situation that's been going on for a long time, and we have a fix for it. I'm sorry to have to bring you this news, but as you know, Ohio Fish Rescue, you love Big Rich, Josh, you love the whole community. We built something great. something meaningful. People get advice, people get fish, people, you know, you get a service. We come, we pick up fish,
help out.
Well, you know, the time has come. People have said it online. Either A, you're going to get burned out, not going to be able to keep up with the bills, blah blah blah. You know, them comments go on forever. Well, we've faced a increase in cost on going and picking up all these fish, and we're not able to keep the boat rocking as we should. YouTube's gone down tremendously, so we're not being able to cover the bills. You know, gas prices have gone up.
The bills have gone up.
It isn't going on any less fish trips. It only seems to be getting more and more abundant. So what we're going to have to do going forward is we're going to have to start putting rehoming fees on, you know, some of our fish. Now, it's not going to be anything like, you know, the fish store prices. It'll probably be about half of what you pay in a fish store, but we are going to have to do rehoming fees to be able to keep our doors open. If we're not doing this, then we're not going to be able to bring you guys the service that you know and love. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It was a great one. We got a lot more maintenance to do. Look at that stingray on the wall. I think he's loving his upgrade. Like I said, those are going off to Brian Barczyk. He's going to have some awesome fish. He's got some crazy fish coming next week. So I'll catch you in the next one. Stay fishy, my friends.